All right, so this is going to be for my guys out there with the little backs, right? You've been working out for a minute now, but you're still struggling to grow your back. Don't worry, I used to be there too. Now, just for reference, I'm going to bring up a picture of what my back used to look like and a picture of what my back looks like currently. Now, the best way I've been learning to teach you guys is to teach you through my own mistakes and to teach you how to avoid them. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. And before I continue, I just want to mention that as I run through each of these things, I'm going to bring up a picture of my side notes so that if you want to take notes, you won't have to keep going back into the video and you'll be able to see it right on your screen and copy it right down to your notebook. All right, so starting off with number one, it's going to be you're just pulling and you're not engaging your back correctly. A lot of you guys are just yanking the weight and you're using more of your arms than you are your back. This could be for a whole bunch of reasons. Either you're new to the gym or you're just a straight up ego lifter. And if you're a straight up ego lifter, I recommend for you to stop. Because if I'm being honest with you, nobody cares how much you lift but yourself. No sensible person is going to come up to you and be like, "Oh, bro, how much do you lat pull down?" But if you're able to build a nice, big, proportionate back, people will definitely compliment you on how your back looks. So it's better to stop ego lifting and start focusing on sculpting that back. And so to correct this way of lifting, when you're doing any kind of pull movement, think about it as rowing a boat, right? When you row a boat, what are you really using, especially when you row back? You're using your elbows. So when you're pulling, think about driving your elbows down instead of pulling with your hands. Number two is going to be your exercise selection is limiting your growth. And yes, I'm talking to the individuals that just consistently spam lat pull downs thinking that they're going to grow a balanced back. That's not going to happen. Okay. Your back has multiple parts to it. And that's why there's different exercises to target those parts. If you just straight up spam one exercise and think that just because you do it over and over and over again, that your back as a whole is going to grow, you're in for a rude awakening. So you want to make sure that you're using a mixture of vertical and horizontal pulling movements to target the entirety of your back. And personally, what I like to do is I train my back twice per week. And one of these days will be lat focused, and one of these days will be upper to mid back focused. So, for example, today was more mid to upper back focused. So, I did T bar row, I did machine rows, and I did single handed cable rows. My next back day will be on Wednesday, no, Thursday. And on Thursday, it'll be more lat focused. So I'll do the single handed machine lat pull down. I'll do regular seated cable rows. And then for my mid back, upper back, I'll do bent over barbell rows. But yeah, that's the back workout. A third mistake that you're making is that you're stopping too soon. Guys, stop expecting to grow muscle when your training has no intensity in it. A lot of you guys will go to rep number 10 knowing that you can do more, but you choose to stop because your program tells you to stop. Either you have to do more reps or you have to up the weight until you get 1 to 2 reps from failure. You don't have to go to failure on every set, but make sure that you get close to failure. And as far as picking between either upping the reps or upping the weight, I highly recommend upping the weight. Let's say your failing point was at 20 reps of the weight that you were doing. 5 reps from failure is where you see muscle growth. Essentially, those 15 reps that you did before the 20 don't really matter. And so you're fatiguing yourself for absolutely no reason. That's why it's a lot better to up the weight because you're going to fail a lot faster, but also making sure that you get a certain amount of volume so that it's worth it to do that weight. A good range is to be able to do 6 to 8 reps of that weight with good form and progressive overload from there. So these are really the top 3 mistakes that I was making and that you're probably making, and how to address them so that you can start building a bigger and wider back. And as always, if you have any other topics that you want me to cover, make sure to comment them down below. And if you're somebody who's ready to transform their physique to the next level, having everything personalized and planned out for them, I have a link down below in the description for a one on one strategy call with me where we're going to sit down, analyze whatever situation you're in, and get you started on getting shredded right away. Besides that, if you got anything from this video, make sure that you subscribe for more content like this.